Hello, preschoolers. This is Miss Kate from the Blue Room, and I'm going to be sharing a story with you today about the 7 Blind Mice by Ed Young. But before we get started, we're going to do a little verse that we sometimes do to get our hands ready for listening. It's so simple. Are you ready, Fiona? This is Fiona, my cat. And the verse goes like this. These are Grandma's glasses, and this is Grandma's hat, and these are Grandma's hands, folded in her lap and ready to listen. So thank you so much for joining me today. All right, The 7 Blind Mice by Ed Young. Ed Young wrote this story, and he also drew the pictures. So he's the author and the illustrator. And the word 7 starts with which letter? 7. That's right, the letter S. And blind starts with the letter B. And mice starts with this letter that we've talked a lot about, the letter M. 7 blind mice. What does it mean when you're blind? That's right, it means your eyes, they can't see. So in this story, these 7 mice cannot see. So they have to use their other senses to figure out about the world around them. And this week we're thinking about our sense of sight a lot and using our eyes to notice all the things around us, different colors, different shapes, and different objects. So I know you've been practicing that at your home, and that's one of the reasons we chose this story. Okay, my eyes need a little help so they can see better, so I'm going to put my glasses on. The 7 Blind Mice by Ed Young. Here we go. One day, 7 blind mice were surprised to find a strange something by their pond. "What is it?" they cried, and they all ran home. On Monday, Red Mouse first went to find out. There's Red Mouse down there. "It's a pillar," he said. No one believed him. On Tuesday, Green Mouse set out. He was the second to go. Oh, there he is. "It's a snake," he said. "No," said Yellow Mouse on Wednesday. There's Yellow Mouse right there. "It's a spear." He was the third in turn. They're taking turns. The fourth was Purple Mouse. He went on Thursday. There he is, way up there. Oh my goodness. "It's a great cliff," he said. That's what his mind saw. Orange Mouse went on Friday, the 5th to go. I don't know if you can see Orange Mouse right up there, again up high. "It's a fan," he cried. "I felt it move." Oh, these pages are sticky. The 6th to go was Blue Mouse. There's Blue Mouse hanging. He went on Saturday and said, "It's nothing but a rope." Oh my gosh, that's what his mind saw. But the others didn't agree. They began to argue. "A snake, a rope, a fan, it's a cliff." Until on Sunday, White Mouse, the 7th mouse, went to the pond. When she came upon the something, she ran up one side and she ran down the other. She ran across the top from end to end. There she is. "Ah," said White Mouse. "Now I see. The something is as sturdy as a pillar, supple as a snake, wide as a cliff, sharp as a spear, breezy as a fan, stringy as a rope, but all together the something is..." What do you think it is? "An elephant." And when the other mice ran up one side and down the other, across the something from end to end, they agreed. Now they saw too. So there's yellow mouse and green mouse and red mouse and orange and purple and blue mouse and white mouse. All exploring it together. The mouse moral: knowing in part may make a fine tale, but wisdom comes from seeing the whole. The end. So they didn't have their eyes to see with, so they each used their different senses to figure out what it was they were exploring, and they each had a different idea, but when they put all their ideas together, they came up with the correct answer. So I thought they worked together really well on that. The 7 Blind Mice by Ed Young. Thank you for being such good listeners, and I want you to know that all of us at the preschool miss all of you very much, and we wish you well. Thank you.